Hello and good evening, YouTube. Now, it is no question that I frequent many websites on the internet, and some of them like to talk about the new NASCAR game, NASCAR Heat Evolution. And every single time that I see something about NASCAR Heat Evolution, every single time, without failure, there's always so many people bitching about it. Just constantly. It's just a constant white noise of bitching. And I just don't understand why that is. Why? Why are you complaining? We're getting a NASCAR game for the first time in 5 years from a different developer than the horror show that was Eutechnics over the past 5 years. Oh, it's been tough. We're finally getting a new game. Brand spanking new developers. These guys did not even exist 2 years ago. We're bringing back Monster Games, who established one of the best, universally renowned NASCAR games, Monster Games, who 15 years ago nearly made this NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. They're all coming together for a brilliant putting things, and everywhere I go, all I see is people bitching about it, and I don't understand why. Every single time I see someone like, oh, the graphics are good. It's a racing game. This is not Skyrim-esque open world RPGs where you need Michelangelo to come in and paint the entire canvas just lush. Don't need Bob Ross up in here. It's a racing game. Half the time you're going to be driving, so you don't even need to look at this shit. Oh, so much bitching. How about every single time I see this shit here, someone's always going, why is there only Sprint Cup cars? Why isn't there lower series? These guys just built a game from scratch. Their first foray, coming back after, and I know the DMI is new, and yes, Monster Games has been around, but they haven't even touched NASCAR in nearly 15 years, and yet you expect them to shrink down the entire earth and stuff it into this game, take pictures from Google Maps, and recreate reality itself. That's your expectations here. It's everywhere I go. Every time I see, why are there more than one series? Well, it's because they need to get their feet wet first and not make a shit-tastic game like the Eutechnics ones. You want them to do what Sonic 06 did? And put everything in the world into there and release it way earlier than it should have been released? Because that's how you get another Eutechnics game. Do you want another Eutechnics game? I did not fucking think so. And everyone is always going around like, I want a console game that's like iRacing. Well, then get iRacing, you entitled asshole. If you want to play iRacing so badly, then play iRacing. It's not that complicated. Yeah, it's not that complicated. They already said that there is going to be a simulation mode where you can drive the car, and when you're hitting the wall, your day's done. I don't know what you're fucking... I look at this gameplay and I see this looks so much like NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, and I'm happy because I would like another NASCAR Dirt to Daytona game. I could play NASCAR Thunder 2004, I could play NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, and just update the freaking rosters every year, get some new sponsorship, decals, DLC cut shit, yeah. That would be grand. That would be a grand old time to just play another NASCAR Thunder 2004. And isn't this what everyone wants? Everyone wants to go back to the good old days of NASCAR games where it wasn't utter and complete shit like Eutechnics, and yet when we get literally the exact same game as NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, just updated, everyone's bitching about it. Come on! So, you don't want a game like NASCAR Dirt to Daytona? You don't want this? Alright, back to Eutechnics then. I just don't understand why everyone on the planet is bitching about this game. Just over the littlest of things. Like, oh, it's gonna have a 60 frames per second cap. Oh, the absolute horror. Oh no! You have to play a game at 60 frames per second. Oh, the absolute horror. Wow, however will you survive? Oh, 60 frames per second. Man, I'd rather die. I'd rather just, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. 60 frames per second? Nope. It's not worth it. Nope. It's not worth it. 60 frames per second? That's it? That's the best you got? 60 frames per second. Oh. Yep. Yep. That? No. 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 That's your biggest complaint, is that it only plays at 60 frames per second. Oh. It looks like shit. It only plays in 2K HD, not 4K. Oh, it's practically a 16-bit game. What's the worst looking game? It's practically Bubsy 3D's graphics. Yeah. Man. 60 frames per second, goodness. It's like I'm playing Bubsy 3D. So much bitching about this game. I'm just... How about you stop bitching about this game and let them develop it? This is their first foray. DMI's just started existing, and Monster Games is coming back after a 15-year absence. You have any idea how much gaming has changed in 15 years? And yet you expect this to be fucking... Like I said, the entire goddamn world compacted into a disc. Compacted into a disc, you know. How about we just see what they have to do this first time, and maybe later on we can expand. Like, I don't know. I mean, EA NASCAR games just started. NASCAR Heat, even NASCAR Heat itself just started out as a goddamn, like, 16 cars on the track, and, like, 16 tracks, and barely anything. And then they became NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. And then they were gone for 15 years. 15 years. So, yeah. How about we have some fucking patience and let them develop the game that they see fit, and then, maybe, later on, it'll be more. And I just can't believe this shit. Why are you bitching? Stop bitching. It's not gonna be that bad. Like, if the game is complete and utter shit, then I'll eat all my words. I'll eat a word sandwich right in front of y'all. But it's not... Like, oh, it looks like shit. It's only gonna play at 60 frames per second. Oh, the agony. Yeah. It's gonna be fine. Quit bitching, and I'll see you whenever I do another video. Probably from Mid-Ohio. Oh, and if this gets uploaded today, enjoy the next part of The Sims 2.